Welcome to the floor recap with Angie, Brad, and hopefully soon to be Nikki. She's running a bit behind tonight, but we're right on schedule. You know what? This season is proving a little interesting, and I will say that episode three, basically showed us we've got another time boost on the floor. We saw Gigi go gaga over Robbie Lowe, and we got to see some really cute doggies in a duel. So we're going to break down each of the nine head to heads tonight with you, talk through some of those contested moves, and offer our take as usual. So welcome back. Hi, Brad. Good night. How you doing tonight?
Good job, Brad.
I am doing amazing. I look forward to Thursday nights. I miss Nikki. Nikki is in the middle of Footloose.
Yeah, we should plug that. Should we plug that for people up in her New England neck of the woods that she's doing a?
Are they doing the play tonight? Is it tonight or what is it? I'm confused.
No, I think tonight's a full-on dress rehearsal, and she has to be there for the whole run-through. But yeah, they're putting on a theatrical musical of Footloose, and she's in it, and she's super excited, and she's currently at the studio. But hopefully, we'll get her back. And I am currently blurry. If you're watching live on YouTube, I told. Brad, it's cheaper to do this than to go get Botox and chemical peels. So I'm going to have a filter from now on. So hopefully we'll remedy that soon.
What if you're not blurry? What if everyone watching this doesn't have their glasses on?
Oh, that's a great point. I hope you all go and get checked for cataracts. If you're not seeing me crystal clear, your optometrist is about to make some bank. So, yeah. So
yeah, it is. Nikki, it is worth it. She's like, I don't know if it's worth it. Yes, it'll be. She just messaged her ETA 9:35.
Oh, dude, we got her. She's coming.
It's worth it.
Her. So, what are you thinking, Brad? What's on your mind tonight? You want to kick us off with some thoughts?
I want first off, who's in the chat? Anybody going to chat with us tonight? I want to know who is in the chat. We've got a few in the chat right now.
Yeah, we're right on time tonight. There comes Tim
yeah.
Loong, Mr. Extreme Sports from season 2. Jenny is in the house from
yes.
current season. Yay, Jenny, yes. Welcome. It's so good to have you in the chat tonight. Thanks for joining.
I do want to plug something. I'm going to do some plugging. Tim and I are joining forces for one special episode, Angie.
Oh, a very special episode?
A very special episode.
Special? Should I be worried?
I don't know. Actually, Ren from this season's floor, she legally can't talk floor, and I will talk about my rant in a minute about that. But Tim and Ren and I are hosting an episode with Tim, Elizabeth from Jeopardy, and McKenna from the floor, who wants to challenge them. We're doing the Hope Cash Trivia Titan episode, and it's going to be amazing. My money's on Tim. I'm rooting for Tim.
Oh, 100%.
I like Tim so much.
I mean, Tim's been training for Jeopardy. He trained for Jeopardy like for 2 decades. I mean, he's the boss. I really don't think anybody could touch him. So I'm excited for that. I will be in the chat if you're going to have a chat.
Yes, we'll have a chat. We're going to do it right here on this feed. We're going to do it on the floor feed.
Cannot wait.
I'll have good categories, Tim. I'm going to, I'll make sure I take care of you. He let me watch a Jeopardy episode last week, and it was amazing. I kept telling my wife, I know that guy. He's my friend. Hopefully Tim considers me a friend. Yep. But I made my wife watch it, Tim. She does not like Jeopardy, but I made her watch it. So,
It's a big flex in the trivia world, in any world, to be on the Alex Trebek stage and duel out that trivia knowledge. So we're really proud of Tim. There's other Jeopardy vets that have been on the floor as well. Of course, we know Dave Madden. Alex from season 3 was also on Jeopardy.
Oh, my buddy Alex, Angie, my buddy Alex.
So Tim is in good company. So yeah, well, that's exciting.
I don't know when the air date is, but we'll let everyone know when we get to that air date. It's gonna happen. It will happen. I've been wanting this for a year, and the third person was supposed to be your friend Tim Stern. How you say him?
Sternberg.
But he turned me down. But that's okay, Tim. You got a life. We're going to make it work. Jeopardy sounds terrifying, Jenny says. I'll have to watch your episode, Tim. Yes, you will, Jenny. It's amazing. Okay, Jenny, I want to start this episode out because this season of our floor recap, Angie, we are now in season 4 of our floor recap.
Yes, we are the original.
We're the original. I know there's the other podcast that amazingly has the same last name as me. You would think I would have named our podcast The Lowdown. Really, I mean, you would think so.
There
But
are
I don't.
other productions.
I'm not that kind of guy where I want it named after me. But here's the thing. I'm a little frustrated, listeners. You're going to be listening to this right now. There's a frustration from me. I want to rant for a minute about Fox. I've been dealing with Fox this week, and, we have been a staple, and we have had guests. Every week, we usually would get, Angie did a great job. Angie always does a great job of roping someone in, and that's how, I got the chance to meet Tim. Because Tim was kind enough to come on, and now he's a legend of the network. But here's the thing: now they're like strong arming us, and we're not gonna have anybody from this season on our show. Because I reached out to Mike. We love Mike from season 3.
Yep.
And Tim. I reached out to Tim and Mike, and I said, "What'd you think about our episode last week?" And both of their responses were, "We miss having a guest on there." And then I had to inform them that Fox is being hardcore douches right now. And they're making us jump through hoops that, frankly, I don't have the energy to jump through, because this podcast has never been a podcast where we want top secret information. Everyone that knows me, Angie, knows I don't like spoilers. And now we have been relegated to Fox wanting to be in the chat, or I have to submit our episode to them if we have someone on, but we can only have someone on who has been eliminated the previous night. Those are some terrible rules, because we have had people come on that have made it to the end. And this was a bridge too far for me, Angie. I was like, I need Angie to support me on this. And you know what? Angie she is a team player. She didn't become one. She's a team player. She supported me on this. And Jenny, I do apologize for canceling you. Jenny was going to be live on the air tonight. But honestly, I got an email from someone in Fox. Jenny knows what I'm talking about last night. I thought we were in the clear. Then I get another one today basically scolding me for not letting her know that Jenny was coming on again, and I thought she knew it because I told her yesterday. So that was the bridge too far for me, listeners. Sorry, I'm ranting the first thing. I'm usually joking, but tonight I'm just a little cheesed because I feel like they're robbing people like Jenny and any of these Mark and all these people opportunities to come on and breathe life into this season. And but we're gonna have a good season, Angie. Next week we have the winner of season 4 joining us.
Yes, Ashley will be here.
Yeah, Ashley will be here. She's excited. So
we're excited to have her.
That's my rant. Fox sucks, and I'm a Fox guy, Angie. I'm a Fox News guy. I like watching it, but I'm kind of cheesed right now at Fox. I'm gonna be honest. I'm cheesed out.
I will say that I understand your saltiness about the situation. I will say that I think it's important to at least mention this so that listeners will understand the lack of current contestant participation this season, because that is a departure from what we've normally done. And I am sure that there's some reasons that are not disclosed to us about why this policy has become stronger this season, or perhaps it always has been in effect, but this season we're hearing more about it. And so we don't want to put contestants in a bad position.
No.
And we don't want to continue to irritate anybody on any other side of this. And, Brad and I and Nikki are prepared to put together, a really fun, entertaining broadcast every week, breaking down these duels. And we'll bring in past contestants, because goodness knows we have a lot of friends of the show that have been on the floor and love it and want to talk about it and want to keep the enthusiasm going. And that's our mission. So we're excited to get going tonight and talk about this episode 3. Last week, we had 2 hours. And as much as I love the floor, and people who know me know I love the floor, I am a huge floor ambassador. But even 2 hours was a lot. I was really dragging to stay on it. And I'm not sure why they decided to launch with the 2-hour premiere, to be honest. I think they must have had some kind of scheduling crunch or issue. But last night was much better. The pacing was better, gave us more time to kind of play along, be enthusiastic. But I got to say, the duels themselves, We're a bit of a womp womp for me. So we're going to have to tackle them one by one. And hopefully people in the audience can chime in the chat and let us know their opinions too. Do you want to kick it off with episode 1 and balls? We're going to hear more lowbrow, no pun intended, humor with balls this whole season until that category's gone. So I'm super hoping it gets gone soon because it's kind of playing itself out. What do you think?
Well, my 13-year-old looks at me and smiles every time the word balls is uttered on the show.
That's fair.
I sound like the old get off my lawn man right now. I feel like that guy, Tim. I feel like I've become the get off my lawn guy because, Angie, I said to you before, I've got a hot take.
Okay.
And Jenny's not gonna like me anymore. If I'm on the Mount Rushmore podcasters for Jenny, I'm probably gonna be knocked off of that right now. Alex, though, my boy Alex, he's gonna like me, and Tony. I feel like this season is worse than season 3, and you know my thoughts on season 3. I think season 3 is better, guys. Alex, I love you, bro. You had a better season than this one. We're 3 episodes in. And I'm bored, man. Like, last night was boring to me. It was not exciting. I was bored. The first, they got to do something, man. It was not fun. I was like, I got to get through this. Sorry, Angie. I know you're a purist, but that's my hot take. Sorry, Jenny. I apologize. She said she will not hold it against me.
It is fine. I'm a purist because I love games. I love gameplay. I love this show. I love the people I've met through the show, and I love being excited about it. But what I'll say is, whether it's the categories themselves, whether it's the pacing, whether it's the contestants, I'm not sure, but I'm having a difficult time, at least so far, by episode 3, to find the person I'm really rooting for. I still got Mark. He's on.
I'm rooting for Mark or Ren.
But I feel like I don't know. People last night, I was like, oh, they're nice. This is interesting. But I don't know. Something was lacking for me. And maybe we'll figure that out together as we go through each duel. Maybe I just had a really long day by the time I watched it. I don't know. But
maybe I did. Maybe you're right.
Well, maybe we both did. But Brian inherited balls, right? So insert, body.
His wife said, finally, you got some.
Yeah, right? You can insert your 10-year-old boy joke here about balls, but he decides that he's going to go on the attack. Okay, so he is back from the end of episode 2, and he challenges Kristen, who we need to remember had a pretty great Lord of the Rings showdown in the previous episode, and she had inherited iconic sayings. So this was an inherited category for her. It was a bit of a vague category. Are we going to look for famous quotes? Are we going to look for puns or, interesting slogans? I'm not sure where they were going to go with it, but I did think it was a pretty great category. I enjoyed it. It was a lot like the compound words category from my season 2. It was essentially a pictogram, kind of another name what you see, but you have to do that extra equation of figuring out how those pictures create a phrase, or in this case, an iconic saying. So there weren't a lot of skips. There were a couple, but my biggest gripe with this was the scale. I felt some of those images were weird. I felt that the break a leg, I couldn't even tell that was a handbrake. And bite the bullet, he was biting something, but I didn't think it was a bullet. I had no idea what that was. What'd you think, Brad? Did you feel that was a little funny?
This was one of my favorite categories of the night. This one in bobbleheads. I crush bobbleheads. Like, that was, I would have went toe to toe with Tim on bobbleheads. But this was some of that I got. I'm like, I knew some of them, but you're right. It goes. Is this the one where they had to say the really long saying again?
The really long saying.
Where she had to say 6 words.
Oh, I don't know if it was so much in this one. It definitely, there was one instance.
Which one was it?
In kids parties, and the next duel, she had to say pin the tail on the donkey.
Oh, that's it.
Had to say
okay, Paul, we'll get to there in a minute, Angie.
Yeah, I think that's what you're thinking about.
Yeah, this was a good one though. I knew a lot of these because I'm old, and I don't do young people say this stuff anymore?
That's a great question. I don't know. I mean, it's not skibbity language, right? We're not like in that. They're not saying like, that's so mid or, whatever the kids are saying these days. I think the iconic sayings of like break a leg or bite the bullet, or time flies is probably not really popular right now. But it might make a comeback. It might be like crocheting. Where the youngins will pick this all back up again and breathe new life. I don't know.
Jenny's 32. Wow, Jenny,
32.
I would have said 24.
Yeah, for real.
I would have said 24.
Yeah.
You look great for 32, Jenny. But is 32 too old to be saying skibbity? I think it is, right?
I don't know. I'm 52 and I said it and I own
You
that.
say skibbity? Oh,
No, I don't
say it. For your season 5
I don't
Brad.
say it.
Thank you, Jenny.
I say yeet once in a while just to irritate my daughter because it's so out of date and I'm so not cool. But yeah, I'm not sure about some of those iconic sayings. But then again, you only get to be iconic after time, I think, or popularity. I don't know.
Maybe, I don't know. Jenny keeps flattering me like this. She'll get a job at the Hubcast Network next season.
Flattering you?
Yeah,
I
she's
will say-
flattering me over there. Jenny's flattering me. She's
The Australian, the floor, just as a quick departure, we actually have listeners who from the Australia floor season 2 that's getting ready to premiere who actually listen to our podcast, and skibbity is going to be one of the categories on the Australian floor. So
now,
I think that's
can they
hilarious.
come on our show? Can we get a good day, mate? Or, I mean, how's that work? Because
I don't know. I guess
They're-
I would ask them. I'll reach out and I'll say, do you have any constrictions on your appearances? Maybe they don't. Maybe we could bring on, some of our Aussie mates and talk
they're
to them
24
about.
hours ahead of us, though, Angie.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not
Here,
good at that. We'll figure
let me
that
tell
out.
listener, here's a story. Tim, you might like this. So I was in the military. I was in the Navy. We're cruising in the Pacific, man, and it is a Monday, and this is 1999. It is a Monday, and we cross the date line,
Okay.
and we have to repeat Monday.
It's like Groundhog Day on
We
the
had,
seas.
we had 2 straight Mondays. I was like, man, this really sucks because when you cross it, you go back in time. You redo that day.
Yeah.
So, but going back was amazing because then we got to skip a day, but we skipped Sunday.
That's crazy. And you're
So we went straight to Monday.
went from a Monday to a Monday and skipped Sunday.
Yeah, we went from a Saturday to a Monday. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, I thought about Australia. I have some Australia stories, but I won't share them all on here because it would bore. It would. This ain't the show, but maybe another episode I can share my Australia stories. How I met this rando chick in Australia one time.
I bet there will be a category related to that we can segue very smoothly into. But at this point,
Yes.
the duel went. It was a 3-second differential. It was tight. It was good. It was what it was. Brian's eliminated, and Kristen, for some reason, she's like, I don't want to go back with balls. So I'm not going to go with balls. I'm going to stay here, and I'm taking on Eric. Now, she goes and takes on Eric in his category, kids' parties. He says that his wife owns a party company or a kids' party event planning company. She does the planning, he does the heavy lifting, etc. And he's feeling pretty confident. This, again, is a classic common knowledge, speed-based duel. And to your point, Brad, there was one moment when she had pinned the tail on the donkey, and I was like, that's way too many syllables, no matter who got that slide. But for the most part, they were kind of one word, ice cream, hat, clown, magician. It was not terribly crazy difficult. And I think it honestly had the most slides we've seen. I counted, there were 34 slides, which means they were really going at a pretty quick clip this season. I don't think we've seen as many slides in a duel yet. So that was something interesting. But I'll tell you, when that's the one thing I circled on my notebook, it tells me that something else was lacking this episode. I really wanted there to be more than me just counting how many slides we saw. But hey,
Yeah, I've never counted the slides, Angie. You're way ahead of me on that.
First time I've ever done it.
Angie, I'm going to stopwatch you right now, listeners. I want you to say pin the tail on the donkey as if we're on the floor. I want to see how many seconds it takes. Ready?
If I were okay, pin the
Wait,
tail.
wait, you went too late. Okay, when I say go, you go. Ready? Go.
Pin the tail on a donkey.
2.2.
Okay, and I'm a fast talker.
That's a long time. 2 seconds is almost your 5 sets, half of your 5 second advantage.
Yeah, and it's a lot longer than clowns, right? So I get you on that. It was a
Yeah.
close duel.
Party
They only-
pack.
yeah, right. They missed. What's interesting is Kristen. She stumbled over ball pit, and she's a poor kid. She didn't get sprinkler. I was like, oh, you clearly didn't, live in the burbs in the '80s, but she
No.
didn't have a sprinkler. Eric didn't miss one, except he did stumble on propane tank, and I thought that was a hoot. It was actually a helium tank, and I'm thinking, propane tank, son, you are not going to bring that to a kid's party. Like, you're going to put that near some birthday candles, and you're going to have a problem. It's a helium tank. He got it eventually. But he
Eric's a
stumbled on it.
dude, Angie. I'm a dude. I immediately said propane tank. I think it's because I smoke and I grill
There you go.
food. So I immediately go propane tank. But then I was like, helium.
Yeah, yeah, I get you. And he
Yeah.
knew it. He knew it. He got it, and he got it in the end. But I was like, okay, speed duel, fine. Eric wins. Now here's the thing. I'm gonna have a little fun talking about Eric and gameplay here in a minute, because Eric picks up with the next duel. So that's his first win. His first win is in his own category and a very general knowledge category, kids party stuff. Third duel, he says, you know what? I'm a gamer. He looks like a gamer. He looks like a lot of the gamers I know. And he sees Jenny. Jenny's also a gamer. Apparently Rob said she'd been intimidating everybody, and he's like, let's do it. I think she'll be a great opponent. Let's go. And they dueled in gaming. And I love this category too. I thought it was a lot of fun. I recognized a lot of those consoles, from back in the day, because I've been a long time gaming nerd. I thought it was well balanced. I thought nothing in the images was weird. Eric stumbled over the VR headset. Jenny stumbled a bit over memory card and had a little stumble with the USB drive, although she did say USB. I'm like, just give it to her, but fine. And then she gets Atari. Now, we're going to call this Atari Gate. What did you think about the Atari slide, Brad? Where do you weigh in on that?
I don't like it because I immediately said Atari. I knew it was an Atari. It's before Jenny's time. Now that I know she's 32, not 22. It's before her time. Jenny, have you ever played an Atari? An actual real Atari, not on like a bootleg version. And two, I don't understand it. I get so ticked at these floor people, because not the contestants, the producers, because you're right. She said USB. They should have gave it to her.
Yeah.
They give people stuff all the time. I don't understand it. They make their own rules as they go, and it's mind-boggling to me.
I think it is a source of universal frustration, even for contestants. I'm sure even for production, and I'm sure absolutely for the viewers, that consistency is missing, and I'm sure they're trying to fix it. It's just, I wonder at what point they're just reaching the limits of what's possible in real time. I'm really not sure. And I know that Jenny's saying in our chat that she never played the Atari and she didn't even know there were numbers. But she'll never forget now that it's the Atari 2600. I'll say that was one of my most memorable Christmases. The first time I'd ever actually played any games was probably on the Commodore 64 back in the day. But my first console was the Atari 2600. And, we thought we were pretty special because we didn't just get the standard joystick. We got the paddle joystick so we could play Pong with the actual paddle and Breakout with the paddle. That was some pretty slick
Pong was
stuff.
fun, Angie. Pong was fun. People today would not play Pong. My son would be like, I'm not playing this, old man. Not happening.
No, it's not enough bells and whistles. They've been ruined. They've been
She
ruined
said
by
Pong is still
all the
fun.
new technology. But yeah, I thought that was kind of rough. But if you look at the whole duel, every console required a modifier. There wasn't just Xbox. There wasn't just PlayStation. There wasn't just Nintendo. Every console had a modifier to it. So I can see why, consistently speaking, they needed that modifier for Atari. But it's really the only one people know. It's not like all of the PlayStations and all of the Xboxes and all of the Nintendo iterations, for crying out loud. There aren't nearly as many Atari,
The 2600 is not as popular as the OG Atari.
Okay, somebody's going to fact check me here. Isn't that the OG Atari?
No, it's not. The 2600 was. I don't think that was Tim. Am I wrong? Maybe I'm wrong. Tim's way smarter than me, so I'm probably wrong.
You got to Google that, Brad, because I think it is. I mean, having received it.
Well,
as
then
the
that's
premier-
the case. Hold on. I remember looking in my Sears catalog as a 10-year-old going, I'd like to have an Atari 2600.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't they just take Atari? Because everyone calls it an Atari.
Yeah, but I think there were subsequent iterations. They just were never as popular. And I believe Sega and Nintendo started to overrun the market, and Atari maybe it was bought. I don't know if they were with ColecoVision or Activision, but at some point things started merging and they just kind of went away. Kind of like Sears, man, really. They're just, they weren't there anymore. But yeah, Tim, our resident Jeopardy champion, is telling us that
Yeah, he's right.
200. Yeah.
I never knew it. That was I thought that came out later. So man, I
Yep.
feel old.
Yeah,
But,
and
you
again,
know,
Nintendo took it out.
Jen-
Nintendo took it out.
Jenny, I want to ask you a few questions while you're in the chat. One, how many hours do you spend gaming? Are you a huge gamer? Do you have a husband or a boyfriend that games a lot? And I'm asking you two questions in one. And
Husband of 15 years.
Angie,
Yeah.
I think a cool category, Tim, I think you would like this category. I think a cool category would be original NES games. And they
Definitely.
just show they show the cartridge and you have to know the game. I feel like that would be a cool category. I would enjoy that.
That would be like that'd be like pixel craziness. It would be pretty cool to see.
No, Angie, they're not showing the pixel. They're showing the NES cartridge.
Oh, the label on the cartridge.
Yes,
Not a
without the
screenshot
name.
from
So
the
they're
whole
showing like Double Dragon, but you got to know
Yes.
it's Double Dragon.
Yes.
Excite Bike. Oh
Yes.
my gosh. I would eat that up, Tim. They
would
need
be
to do that category. That would be amazing.
Right now, I'm blowing on my cartridge right now. It's bringing back so many memories. Like, blow the dust out and you'll fix it, man. Yeah. The kids today, they'll never understand the struggle of
No.
blowing on your cartridges. All right. Well, Jenny's answering your question, Brad. She says that she and her husband, they've been married 15
Okay.
years, I think she said on the show, have been gaming since they were together. I'm a little curious if they met through gaming, maybe on Discord or something. But
Did you meet through gaming? Jenny, I'm a pastor and I'm marrying a couple in September. I'm officiating their wedding. High school sweethearts. That's so cool.
Oh.
What's his name, Jenny? What's his name?
yeah, we gotta give him a shout out. I bet he's a
They met online gaming. Josh. Okay, hey Josh.
Yep.
They met online gaming. So
I think
so
that's awesome.
that is cool.
Yeah, I met my partner online, not gaming, but we nerded out after our first date, and very shortly thereafter, we're playing all kinds of games from Steam, and just.
Did you meet your partner on Tinder?
No, I didn't. I met him on OkCupid.
Okay, Cupid.
OkCupid, and there's
You
a
were-
story there. We gotta have like online dating as a category because there's so many. There's like Farmers Only and Hinge and Bumble.
Tim.
There would be a category for that, and then we'll
I
talk
need
about my story.
Tim. I need to know how Angie met her man on OK Cupid. Is that what is OK Cupid? I'm confused. What is that?
Okay, well, back in the day, you had Match.com, and then you had some offshoots. OkCupid was one. Plenty of Fish was another one.
We
They
met
were-
on eHarmony. We were on eHarmony.
Harmony's another one. There's Christian Mingle. There's Farmers Only. There's some really fun ones. And very quick. This is kind of a good story. Very quickly, I was basically bullied by my friends to put a profile out there because I'd been divorced for several years. They said, hey, put yourself out there. I said, look, I'm a single mom. I don't have time to date. If I meet somebody, they've got to understand the kid comes first. I don't know if there's even guys like that out there, blah, blah. So as a joke, I just took maybe not the most flattering picture of myself. And I wrote this long list of things I don't like. And I said, I just want to meet a nice guy who hates the same things I do. Like, people who don't put their shopping carts back and people who, smoke in non-smoking places. And I just made a list of stuff instead of the normal, I like long walks on the beach. And,
I like that.
So I went the opposite way and I waited and I started getting some basic, I'll just say unsolicited messages for personal services. That's how I'll say it.
Oh my gosh.
And I was like, oh, this is exactly why I don't do this stuff. This just isn't right. But when you're a person of a certain age and you're not in college anymore, you don't date at work and all your friends are married, it's really hard to meet single people. So I just kind of put it out there. Well, my partner, turns out, posted his profile same day I posted mine, also urged by well-meaning friends who wanted him to put himself back out there. He's also a single dad. And he also was getting unsolicited messages. That were troubling. He said that apparently he's somebody's type, particularly very large women of color seem to really like him. and he kind of was getting a kick out of it and thought it was kind of funny until it was just too much, and he almost took his account off. And then he came across my profile and just thought it was a funny take on the dating site. So he reached out to say, hey, I just appreciate the way you approach this, hope you find love, or good luck. He wasn't soliciting me for nothing. So I wrote him back. I was like, are you like a real person? And he's like, yep. Anyway, we went on a date and we took our profiles down the same night, and we've been together 12 years this week.
Okay, Angie.
So,
I feel like I've known you close to 2 years at this point.
Yeah.
You need to send me. I want to see a picture of you and him together. I want to know. I want to be able. Do you ever take pictures with him?
Yeah, I do. He's shy. He's shyer than me. Yeah,
I just
also
want to
have my
see him.
dating
So
app
when you're
pic.
talking about him, I know what he looks like. 'Cause
I will let you
don't
know.
know.
I'll send it.
Thank
when
you.
we're done. Yeah.
Thank you.
I
I
also,
wanna know
I had a pink and purple mohawk at the time. It was like a faux hawk.
Oh,
I
hold
was
on a
going through
second.
some things.
Angie,
So
I need to see you in a pink and purple mohawk, Angie.
We'll
I
share
need
it.
to
I'll
see
bring it up and we'll share it on the screen next time. But yeah, that was the picture I put on the dating site. So I really looked more like I wasn't a woman searching for men, is what I'll say. And I thought that it's very likely no man is going to solicit anything from me. And
I
it ended
gotta
up
be
working out.
honest, Angie. The pink mohawk, I would have. Is it swipe left? Is that the you don't like it or swipe right?
Yeah, but
I would
I'm
have
gonna-
swiped the opposite direction.
We
But
could
now
swipe
you're
both ways. I don't
but
know.
now you're a good friend, Angie, and that's all that matters.
That's right. I'm a good friend.
And listeners, I love when I call Angie and I get her voicemail because it's his voice. I hear his voice.
It's Carl
It's his-
Castle.
Huh?
It's Carl Castle's voice.
Oh, it's not him?
No, my voicemail is Carl Castle from NPR.
Oh,
And,
okay.
all right, tell me somebody in this chat, somebody listening knows, God rest his soul, Carl Castle from NPR fame. I was on Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me, and I won, and my prize was a personal recording of Carl Castle on my voicemail. So if you call me, you will get Carl Castle. And I wrote a limerick because one of the games I won was the limerick game on Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me. And he read my limerick. And he
When
died
did he
like a week
die?
later.
When did he die?
Oh no, this was probably 4 sheepers. 10 years ago, maybe?
Angie,
Give or take, maybe less. I can't remember. But yeah, I got
feel
his
like-
voice jam when I won the contest. You'll have to call me. Call my cell and just wait. And I'll turn it off now in case Tim's calling to hear it.
I
But
feel like Angie, the listeners would rather hear me and you talk about our love lives.
they might. They might. It's true. I'm telling you, it's certainly more interesting than duel number 4. But
Oh, good.
Howdy, y'all.
Nikki's in the house. Nikki missed my OK Cupid story and me and my purple mohawk, which I see Mike wants to see a picture, and I promise I'll send it out to everybody.
Oh yeah, we need to see this. We're talking about Nikki. You missed that. 1, I ranted about Fox and how much I hate him. 2,
Okay.
I ranted about how this season is worse than season 3, and I'm known for saying season 3 was the worst. And now
Wow.
Angie posted on her dating site 12 years ago a picture of her in a mohawk that was pink, and I told Angie I would have swiped the opposite way. There's no way I would have ever swiped on her.
It
Yeah,
did not
I'm
look
sorry,
like
Angie.
it
I
didn't.
can't side with you on that one.
Look, you missed the backdrop, Nikki. I had a very
You
good
did.
reason. Plus,
I
I'm
don't think
blurry.
I need any
can't fix my
backdrop.
camera. I can't fix my camera tonight. I don't know. Maybe that's for the best. I'm blushing now, so we'll just let it be. But
Oh, Angie,
No,
you're the best, Angie.
it was
And
a good time.
Jenny is 32 and met her husband in high school.
They're high school sweethearts.
High school sweethearts, and she's a big gamer.
Adorable.
Nikki, are you a gamer?
I am. I love Call of Duty. That's my thing.
Wow.
Mhm.
How was your your run through tonight?
It was good. We're ready for opening tomorrow. If
Do you want
anyone
to
lives
plug
in-
that for anybody in
Yeah,
Woodland
if
who can
anyone
come?
lives in the New Hampshire area, Palace Theater, Footloose, the musical, 4 weekends long. Come see us. It's a great show. So much fun, just like the movie. Kevin Bacon, if you're a fan, you'll love it.
Yeah, we talked about our degrees of Kevin Bacon that we are.
We're 2
separated.
degrees.
Oh, Angie, you cleared up on me now.
I did.
You're-
I
you're-
did. I left and came back
Girl.
through. I think we're good. Yeah, we're like 2 degrees from Kevin Bacon. I think that's fantastic. So we're
Love
just
that.
getting through Jenny's duel, the gaming duel. And this is Eric's
yeah.
second
Oh.
win.
Oh, by the
Um,
way, Mike's
I
in the
did- I did, Mike.
My friend Mike is in the crowd, and I wore this shirt last week for Mike, and he wasn't in the chat, but I wore this specifically for you, Mike.
Oh, look at that shirt.
I'm wearing it again, week 2, hoping Mike would be in the chat. I might just wear this every week because
Did you wash it?
Oh yeah, I've washed it.
Did your wife wash it?
I wash the clothes in my house, Nikki. I'm the clothes washer. Every Friday I'm off. I wash the sheets. I like clean sheets.
Oh, you're a clean freak then.
No,
I'm
I
not a
think
clean freak. No. I'll eat food off the floor. I'm definitely not a clean freak.
Well, we're only halfway through, and I think we can get through a few of these pretty quick, and then rejoin. But I will say this: unfortunately, Jenny had to go, which was sad, and Eric stuck around. So this is win number 2. Okay, so he's up there. He knows that if he's gonna do anything, he's got to go and get a time boost or a category swap. It would be foolish to go back to the floor with just 2 wins. So we know he's going to challenge. It's like a no-brainer. So what does he pick? He picks the most general knowledge category available to him. I'm not faulting him, right? He is picking the low-hanging fruit. God bless. You get your win, you go. He picks kitchen tools. Now, I want to give Jamisha a shout out here.
Oh my
I don't
gosh.
think they paid enough attention to the fact that if you looked at what her occupation is, she is a master loctician. That's not a locksmith, people. A loctician is a master specialized hairstylist in dreadlocking, from production to maintenance to styling. So I want to give her a shout out because I think that's a pretty cool flex. And they put that up as her occupation, but they didn't say anything about it on the show. But I was like, you go, girl. Hey, looks like Ren's in the chat. Hi, Ren. Welcome.
Hey, Ren. Ren, do you know what Jamisha's pin was about? I'm so curious what that pin was.
Yeah, they didn't talk about that.
Yeah, I'm curious because it was a big pin. I'm sure it was.
Was it a memorial? Did she? It was either grandbabies or a memorial to somebody she lost. I'm sure.
That's kind of what I figured, but I want to hear the backstory. So
yeah, does anybody?
Has Jamisha ever eaten food in her life?
Yes, Bradley. Let's be nice to her. Jamisha would have kicked Eric's butt if she talked faster. And this was a classic example. I was watching. I ran it back. She just was slow and thoughtful and deliberate. And in all fairness,
well, you can't be that on the floor.
You cannot be that way on the floor. And Jamisha, I love you, but I'm going to be honest. They were tied at 14 seconds and 14 seconds. They were neck and neck the entire duel, in spite of the fact that Jamisha basically delivered her responses in quarter speed to Eric. They were still 14-14. And it wasn't until she said pasta press instead of pasta maker and stumbled. It took her off her game. That's all it takes on the floor is one stumble. It short circuits you. Took 10 seconds off her time, and she didn't have time to answer the next one, and the game was over. But my point here is that I don't think Eric, and Eric, you probably don't listen. If you do, I hope you do. I think it'd be fun to get your take. Everybody in the edit is talking about Eric's the big dog. Eric's the ringleader. Eric's the snake. Eric's the mastermind. Eric's going to, take over that floor because he's got this alliance. The guy barely eked out 3 victories. He got a time boost, yay, but that's it. And the whole production was built around him. I believe the title of the episode was something like A Ringmaster Emerges. And I'm like, come on, guys. These duels were just kind of like womp womp. I wanted to see somebody soundly dominate something. And
it's giving like Regina George and Mean Girls.
Yeah, they're giving this edit, and Fox is being smart about it because Nikki, they keep talking about this alliance, right?
And I literally could care less. Like, this is the wrong show. If you want to have an alliance, go on Big Brother. It's dumb.
Yes.
Nikki, my 13-year-old, we're watching this last night, and they said the alliance, and my 13-year-old goes, Max, he goes, why do they have a stupid alliance on this show? There's not even, it doesn't make sense. It's stupid.
Even your child knows that. Like,
yes, I don't understand
they just
that
want
at all.
Screen time. They're trying to make something that's like relevant because they're, I don't know, not good enough to be relevant. I don't know. Like, why do you need to do that?
And Jenny and Ren and Nikki and Angie, let me ask you, is there one girl on the show, is she dressed like a minion?
I didn't even notice her. I don't know.
She's for sure dressed. She wants to be a minion.
Was she wearing all yellow?
Yeah, she's wearing like the overalls with the yellow and the hat.
Oh, there was a hat?
I feel like I have. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm a few
Did she
drinks in.
say Beto, Beto? I
Ren,
missed
am I
it.
wrong? Ren, is this lady dressed like a minion? Because I'm like, look at this minion, man. She's a minion.
I got it.
She's-
We gotta find that. We need some still cuts for the
She's
live.
played already. Hold on. Y'all
Wait,
keep talking.
Wait, she was already dueling?
Yeah, she's already dueled.
Oh, well, that just tells you how. Okay. I
Which
think
proves my point, Angie. This is the worst season behind season 3. I'm proving it. I'm just saying it. Sorry, Jenny. Sorry, Ren.
Maybe.
Well,
Well, hey, it's only episode 3. It could.
It is. It can get better.
Come down,
It's
can be better. The
it's only
frozen
uphill.
floor thing could
Right.
be okay. Who knows?
Well, and I'm not.
do it too soon.
I think it's important. I mean, and Brad knows this. We've had long conversations about like the role I play on this pod, and I never like slam another player because nobody knows what it's like till you're there. Nobody feels the things you feel. Nobody knows what it's like to make a split strategy decision when the entire board has just changed. But there's something about Eric, the way he's carrying himself, the way he's being edited by producers. He's got a certain, I don't know, like bravado. I think bravado is a good word that isn't really negative. He's carrying himself kind of like he's the big man on the block. And I'm thinking, I want to see it. Like, I want to see him carry this out. I want to see him keep going and doing something because I don't know what everybody's really afraid of unless it's this mystical alliance. And I guess we're going to have to wait and see if that gets
It better
revealed.
be relevant because if they're just mentioning it for like no reason, I'm gonna be so annoyed that they've spent already this much time of airtime on it. It better be relevant.
What
Otherwise,
good does-
I'll be so mad.
Nikki, if me and you and Angie are blocks beside each other, like we're on the floor together, what good is an alliance between us 3? At the end of the
It
day,
makes
I want to beat you.
Yeah, at the end of the day, if you are going to do an alliance, pick someone on like the opposite end of the floor because if you
Yes.
get randomized, you still have to pick those people. So it makes
Yes.
0 sense.
Yes. 100%. The corners should be in alliance with each other. That's if you're gonna have an alliance, you're like, let's just take everybody out but us, and we'll be the last 4 standing. Why would you be in an alliance with people adjacent to you? Like, it doesn't make
Right.
any sense.
No, it doesn't make sense.
So I'm with you on that. I think it's weird. I don't know what's gonna happen, but they sure want us to pay attention to it and talk about it, and that is what we're doing. So kudos to Fox on teasing us.
Well,
there.
you know, because Fox likes to say this.
I know a lot.
Who is
Fox
that?
knows a lot, and
What is that?
that drop needed to come fuller, more
Yeah.
robust. I
it
missed
was that drop was like a wet fart. It was terrible. It wasn't good. You know, I need to delete that drop.
You
But I
saw
like
it coming, but I get you on that.
It's not my favorite. This one still ranks my
I'm a
favorite.
gay man and I have OCD.
We love you, Matt.
We love Matt. Matt's so cute.
He's the
So
best.
let's we're almost halfway through, guys. We're
Yeah.
back to Eric wins. Eric takes the time boost, goes back with balls. Eric's got the balls. Fine.
The balls are being passed
Balls
around.
are being
Welcome
handled.
to the Ballcast
They're being
Network.
juggled.
Is Eric
They
the
descended.
ringleader,
Balls
by the
have
way?
descended.
Is he the ringleader, Angie? Is
They
Eric
said
the
that.
ringleader?
I think they were selling
He's the
him as
Regina
that.
George.
Okay.
Yeah. Exactly,
Okay.
100%. You're right.
So he's got balls, and his wife's
got
finally
balls.
happy.
And he takes his balls back to the floor.
Or his
So
husband.
we get a randomizer, and we get Kim. Kim's in the back. She's got that lovely emerald green, sequency, sparkly dress and matching earrings. She's looking fierce. She has legendary lines. That's her category, but of course she doesn't get to duel in that. Instead, she has to choose a victim, and she teases the Ocean Predators guy next to her, but then basically settles on Sean, the academic advisor guy, and it looks like a collector of bobbleheads. I think if I were going to draw a police sketch of a bobblehead thief, it might look like Sean, and he's the bobblehead guy. Just saying. I mean, he looks like he could collect that stuff, and I'm like, okay, great. Now, Tim, as you know, we watched together. He's like, it's just going to be pop culture people bobbleheads, and I'm like, yeah, probably. It was historical figure bobbleheads.
It
so-
was like political. It was,
was
I think
political people.
almost everything was political.
except King
when
Tut
I-
and
Okay,
Edgar
King
Allan
Tut.
Poe.
There was like 2 non-political. The
Right,
rest
but you're
all
right. They were
were.
all. It was like name the presidents. You know, just hit a president.
I'm like, Jimmy Carter.
right. But poor Sean.
Ronald
had
Reagan.
no-
Which old white man bobblehead is this?
It was-
They
it
all
was.
look
It
the
was
same.
Abraham, hey,
The
should I
patriarchy collection.
should
The
I
patriarchy
create an AI image of us 3 as bobbleheads?
Oh my gosh, that'd be great. And now that you've said AI image, that brings up another point. They didn't look like real bobbleheads.
No.
No, they didn't.
They were
No.
odd. They were odd. I told Tim, I go, this better not be another Pez dispenser duel because I had therapy after that. Those were some creepy
Yeah. Oh
looking
my gosh,
Pez
the
dispensers.
Pez.
There you go, Brad. You're right. They were all weird.
I knew Jimmy Carter though. He's the
You do know
peanut
him?
farmer.
Half of them.
But you do know him, like on a personal level?
No, I don't know him. He's dead now, but
Dead. R.I.P.
He's dead. I'm related to Harry S. Truman. Hey, fun fact, history friends, people who are going to go on Jeopardy someday. We were talking about Jeopardy earlier. Did you know that there is no period after the S in Harry S. Truman? That his middle name is just the letter S. It doesn't stand for
Ooh.
anything, and he never
Really?
used a period. Nope. It was actually a compromise for both of his grandparents. His grandfathers were named Solomon and Andrew Ships. So they took the S from both grandparents and just gave him S as his middle name. There's no period. So it's technically not abbreviating anything. It doesn't stand for anything. It's not an initial. So there's no period after Harry S. Truman. Fun presidential fact for everybody. And aren't you excited? Yeah, I know. That was about as exciting as that duel. The duel was just like, wow. Sorry, it just was womp. Kim did great though. You know, she didn't miss a single one. And Sean, the guy who looks like he has the Guinness Book of World Records bobblehead collection in his mother's basement, basically,
wow, you just really.
the collection's in his basement. He doesn't live with his mother. I want to make that very clear. Al Capone, he missed. He missed Andrew Jackson. He missed Gerald Ford, and he missed my bro Harry S. Truman.
How did I got all those right? I got all those right. I would have gone toe to toe with anybody in the bobbleheads.
I would have done terribly. So
Really?
I don't know political figures, and plus the ones that I knew, even they were hard to me. They didn't like look right. I don't know.
Yeah, and you know,
Mike
Mike
says real bobbleheads, by the way,
yeah.
guys. Mike
Mike
said he
said
looked them up.
Oh.
maybe I'm getting them so confused with what are they called? The Poppets?
Oh,
POP?
those ugly people collect those
Funko
puppets.
Pop? Funko
Yes,
Pop?
what you said. Funko
Funko
Pop.
Pop. People
I-
collect those,
I-
Angie.
Yeah, well, I think the proportion on those is maybe what blurred my idea of a bobblehead. I didn't feel it was enough of a head. Well, they weren't bobbling, but what do I know? I don't collect them. But thank you, Mike, for keeping us straight, fact checking us all the way there. But you know, they were good. They did a good job. And so we go on, and Kim is like, "I'm going back." Rob's like, "That's great, no problem." She goes back. Randomizer picks up Anastasia. Now this takes the other corner we haven't really seen much yet after Mark, and the corner there seems to have bonded a little bit. They were kind of cute and excited with each other. And Anastasia, she has Lego, a category I can't wait to see, and I really hope it's just not, I don't know, famous places made out of Lego. I hope it's more creative than that. And she goes after Rebecca in baked dishes. Thoughts?
I think it's a pretty good duel. I didn't mind that.
Yeah.
I was naming. I said Max baked ziti. Boom.
Boom.
I knew baked ziti would be on there, and it was. Shepherd's pie. I was crushing it. I'm a lover of food.
Yeah,
It's the
it came at the right time. I was definitely hungry. Jenny said they looked delicious. They were really good. I anticipated prior to it that it was going to be difficult for a Midwesterner because we basically live in casserole country. And basically, to me, if you've ever been to a church picnic in the Midwest, you know that a hot dish is kind of hard to discriminate one from the next because they're all basically topped with cheese or breadcrumbs or both.
They
So
all
I
look
didn't
the
know
same.
which
Why,
baked dish they were going to
Angie?
show.
Angie, why no tater tot hot dish?
I'm telling you, where was my tater tot hot dish? Where
In
was my green
Minnesota,
bean
Nikki,
casserole?
that's what they
Sounds
eat.
so good, though. I
Right?
love tater tots. Now I
Wait,
want
Jenny.
it.
Jenny's in the
you said
Midwest.
what's
Jenny,
up.
what state are you in, Jenny?
You want to reveal to us the state you live in? You're in Wisconsin.
Oh my gosh, Angie's gonna be at your door tomorrow, Jenny.
Where in Wisconsin?
Hey, Jenny, in Wisconsin, do they have bacon wrapped dates? Because what the heck is that?
I didn't
was
know
a
that,
terrible
Nikki. I'm
image.
with you. I
You
was
couldn't
like,
tell that was
what?
a date. They look like turds.
Bacon wrapped scallops, yes. Bacon wrapped dates?
Yeah. I
What
thought that was
is
a
that?
terrible image.
That's
Terrible. It was
nasty.
bacon
I
wrapped
don't know.
something. It looked like,
I'm a
honestly,
vegetarian, but that's nasty.
yeah.
what is a date, Nikki? I don't even know what it. I never got a date in high school, and I don't want to eat a date.
Well,
Ew.
clearly you don't know what any of the above are.
What's a date?
It's
It's like a
fruit.
little fruit, like dried fruit thing.
Yeah.
It looks disgusting. I'm with Angie. It looked like a turd wrapped in a.
It looked
In
like
a
it did.
Bacon wrapped
It did.
turd. I
It
like
looked like a
that
bacon
better.
wrapped turd.
what would it take to eat a bacon wrapped turd? for you.
I'd
$50
rather
million
die.
cash. Would you eat a bacon wrapped turd right now?
No.
Tax free. $100 million, Nikki. Would you eat a bacon
100
wrap?
million? Yeah, sure.
What
Okay.
if you deep fried it?
Nikki's a turd eater. That's we've
Oh.
learned that.
Deep fried
Yeah.
it, put it on a stick, and took you
Hey.
to the Iowa State Fair.
What, Jenny? Where are you at in Wisconsin? Because I'm in Minnesota, so we're like neighbors at this point.
I'm up in Madison. I mean, I'm not in Madison, but
Oh, she's in Milwaukee.
Milwaukee. Oh, that's
She's
right.
like 6
We're-
hours from me.
We know some other floor people in Milwaukee too. Oh, shit.
Tim's in
All right.
Wisconsin. Our
We
friend
need to
Tim is
renew.
in Wisconsin.
Tim's in
right?
Wisconsin. They're in Madison. A lot of floor gentlemen are in Madison. I'm down in St. Louis, but I get up there. So, all right, Jenny, we're gonna have to hook you up. We'll have a reunion.
Yeah,
family reunion.
Angie will make the reunion. She does all reunions except with me. That's the rule.
So I'm gonna bring hot dish casserole though. I'm gonna bring some tater tot casserole.
Oh my! Please
All right.
don't, Nikki. I think
Oh,
they
I
suck.
need it. I'm so hungry now. I want tater tot casserole.
I know it's pretty. It's
I'm
pretty,
coming.
yeah,
I'm
it is,
knock
Jenny,
knock,
that is good, Tim.
Angie. I'm coming.
Come on over, girl. I got like a church cookbook full of casserole recipes. I mean, they are fire. Jenny, you're right.
Amazing.
That is the Tim from Wisconsin in our chat. All right, my friends, Rebecca. She has a little trouble, but she defends. Ultimately, I do have to say it was funny that Anastasia, her first guess was Cornish game hen instead of chicken. I'm like, clearly she's in a different tax
Rotisserie
bracket.
chicken.
She's in
Yeah.
a different tax bracket than I am. If she's like Cornish game hen, I'm like, girl, that's a chicken.
I know that was wild.
So Rebecca goes back, and the randomizer picks Lorenzo. All right, now here's where we pick up some steam, guys. Lorenzo brings the heat. He brings some personality. That purple sequined ensemble with
All
the
right,
shoes
all right.
was a pretty tight choice. He was
I
really
guess.
This is my
Representing.
fashion police moment.
Thank
Tell
you,
me.
Nikki.
Rob makes a comment about loving Lorenzo's outfit, and he really should have been saying that about Gigi's outfit.
Yeah.
She looked amazing, and I'm sorry I did not love Lorenzo's outfit. Top up, absolutely looked great. Pan down to the bottom, ripped sweatpants with that. I don't know what that choice was.
Yeah.
I,
The shoes
if
were a
he
little
had just
much.
kept up, absolutely. But the
Nick-
sweatpants ripped, not working for me. Sorry.
Nikki, you're the youngest one in the staff of Hopecast Network. What is my style to you? Do you shame my style to you?
I've only seen you in t-shirts, so I can't really say.
Okay. Okay. That's
Stand up. What do you stand up? What do you?
I'm wearing the
Wait,
best.
no, don't
I mean,
stand up.
it's-
No, he's a work from
not
home guy.
wearing
I don't think.
And
he's
I'm wearing
any
shorts.
under there.
It's like
Woo, look at that.
With a farmer's tan.
yeah, I have the
Well,
farmer stand, Nikki.
There you go. It's fun.
Well, you're not on national television, so it doesn't matter.
I would still have a farmer stand on national television.
True.
I wouldn't even care. But Lorenzo, I've never seen a name Lorenzo. I've never seen it spelled Law. Lorenzo.
I have not either, but he's got some swagger to back up the name. And Roman Empire, that's an interesting category, which we're not going to get to see him defend, unfortunately. And of course, Gigi, she goes pretty gaga over Rob. Honestly, I'm a fan of Rob too. I'm of the same generation. But kissing his picture before bed every night, that was a little TMI for me. I was like, girl, hold something back for the second date. But she's taking her shot. You know, we can't blame her. It's
That's
her
a little
one and only
creepy.
opportunity. It was I don't know.
Angie, you ever had a crush on a star where you wanted to kiss their picture at night before
I
bed?
did not.
Nikki.
Zac
Who?
Efron. Yeah.
Ooh.
Did
Are we
you have
talking
his
Zac
picture?
Efron's High School Musical Zac Efron?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
You had it like
Come
cut
on.
out. Like, did you kiss it before bed? Like, really?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, me and my
I feel
friend-
like that's weird.
Yeah.
I feel like if I walked in my son's room at 13 and I saw him kissing a chick's picture, I would be like, bruh, what are you doing?
Oh yeah, I mean we were losers, so I mean that's
Well, I'll say
That's
now,
all right.
kids these days, they don't have access to like Tiger Beat and Teen Magazine and all of
oh
that
yeah,
hard club
Tiger Beat,
stuff
you
we
have
had.
the full-
Oh yeah, you had the centerfold, baby. I
you go.
believe me, I know.
I had a poster, ladies, of Pamela Anderson in her Baywatch bathing suit in my bedroom and in her Barbarella costume. Or no, her barbed wire costume.
And you didn't
Wow.
kiss her?
No, I never made out with her because she wasn't real. I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. I can't do that. I can't do that.
They're 2D. I mean, where's the fun in that? Like,
Yeah.
it
Oh,
has nothing-
Jenny's a
there's
High
nothing
School
to
Musical
hold
girl
on to.
too. Oh, so I'm not the only Zac Efron freak. I'm
Oh,
not.
no, I
alone
love
in
me
that.
some Zac Efron.
Why did I look down and think that was Tim that said I had a 5-foot poster of Zac Efron?
I believe it.
But good for her. That's great. I will say the biggest surprise for that entire duel is that a man who wears a jacket like Lorenzo didn't recognize Liberace. He would not have that jacket if it were not for Liberace. I mean, come on.
I will
that
say,
guy
I
is
will
a
say
style
his makeup
king.
was on point though. To give him a little props. His makeup looked great. Outfit could use a little work. I just don't understand why Fox puts people in certain things and people in others. Like Gigi looked like she was ready for the club,
Yeah, I don't know.
and like half these guys are in flannels. It just doesn't make sense. Like, where's the
It's a
consistency?
lumberjack.
Do
It's a
they
lumberjack
tell you what to
convention.
wear, ladies, or do you just choose your outfit?
Ooh,
They
Michael.
they had us submit 3 different options for my season, and they
Yep.
tell you which one to wear. Is that the
Same.
same with you, Angie? Yeah.
Yep, same.
Yeah, they chose my third option. So
Very cool. Yeah, Mike said he liked Christina Aguilera, so just wanted to make sure everybody understood that.
I feel like Mike's a lot.
celebrity crush.
I feel like Mike saying that we're 10 years older than Mike, right, Angie?
I think so. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Because Christina Aguilera was way out of my. I was too old at that point to care about
Yeah,
Christina.
that would have been
Aguilera.
creepy for you to be into her.
Yeah, I was too old for that. Like, I was thinking about Daisy Duke the other day
Okay.
and how she was a smoke show as a kid, Nikki. But now she's kind of leveled out because she's 72. I feel like she's not as hot anymore, but she's still hot.
72, Brad. What do you expect? You're not gonna look like that at 72 either.
I'm not, but I think at my age, at 46, I'm on equal footing with a 72-year-old Daisy Duke.
Brad, you'll be lucky if you're still alive at 72.
Oh, thank you. You're probably right. I need to stop eating all the bad food I eat. Yeah, it's a good point.
I mean, same.
Well,
It took everything in me not to go to McDonald's tonight.
man, I'm hungry.
I
after
ate
that
McDonald's
big-
tonight,
after the
Nikki,
big
so I feel
fish
shame.
duel.
Did you?
I'm hungry.
Oh, I want a fish fillet right now.
Well, I will
Yeah,
say,
'cause-
how did Lorenzo miss Elvira? Like, wasn't
Oh my
That's what I
gosh.
had noted too.
Yep.
I love
Baba Boom?
Elvira.
I know many a boy who enjoyed watching. What was it on? Oh gosh, somebody remind me of the network, but it was like Up All Night. That was like her late night
Was
special.
it
where she
TBS?
would host.
Elvira,
Was it
Mistress
TBS?
of the
Up All
Dark.
Night, yeah. Might have been
Elvira was
TBS.
amazing. Now she's like a lesbian queen. But in the day, she was hot to me. I'm like, Elvira is the mistress of the dark.
She was a voluptuous vixen.
Did
So-
you know that Elvira and Ariana Grande have beef with each other?
What?
Random fun
What?
fact.
Why do they have beef? Elvira's
This is
70-something years old.
Apparently, Ariana Grande, she brought a bunch of people to Elvira's show, like asked for 20 free tickets, and then Elvira asked for just a photo with Ariana Grande, and she said, "Oh no, I don't do that."
Oh, you're kidding me.
Mm-hmm.
That's
I do
bad
love
form.
Ariana Grande, but that's not a good
That's
look.
bad
for her.
form.
I
Right
kind
there.
of like Frankie better than Ariana Grande.
Oh, I can't back you on that one.
What? Frankie was good on Big Brother.
But
is
you're
that?
putting Frankie above Ariana? Are you
There's-
okay?
Okay, I've never seen Wicked, so I don't know any Ariana Grande stuff. I mean, that's my problem.
You remember like
You don't-
Victorious?
You don't know any
No.
music
Oh,
by
there's
her?
John Victorious.
No, I don't know any. Nikki,
Bruh,
you
she's
could
the
play an
voice of our
Ariana Grande
generation.
song right now, and I could not pick it out. You'd have to shoot me. I couldn't do it.
Sam and Cat too.
I'm
Jenny,
ready
you got
to
it.
come to your house and shoot you. So
Yeah.
Well, just murder me now. I'm 46. It's been a good life.
okay, so you need to go watch Saltburn, like I told you, Brad,
Oh,
and then go listen
no,
to Ariana
Nikki.
Grande right now.
Nikki, Saltburn is going to break Brad into 1,000
And
pieces.
and it needs to be done.
okay.
What is Saltburn? I'm
Somebody's going to have
confused.
to be there to pick you up off the floor because I don't think you can. I don't think you can survive it. But just to go back, it was USA Up All Night. I just had that in my head. Just thought I would say for anybody who was caring enough about that. Yeah, watch that. Let's talk about Saltburn another time. That's going to wreck you. That will wreck him. Nikki,
Is that about
I am there
Oxford
to watch it.
University?
You just wait. No
It's
spoilers.
about a lot of things, Brad.
it's
But yes,
about a lot
Ren
of
says
things,
you need
Brad.
to watch Wicked. That is also true. You need to
I'm
go
gonna have to
Wicked
watch
Part 1
Saltburn.
and Part 2 and Saltburn on different
Okay.
days.
On different
Okay.
days.
Okay.
So after 7, Gigi wins. I thought Lorenzo was cute though. He knew he wasn't going to win. He had like 5 seconds left, and he goes, "I'm just going to use my remaining 5 seconds to say hi to my babies at home." So that was sweet. But he left. So Gigi sticks up there. She's just inherited Roman Empire. Perhaps she's not terribly confident, but she was next to Lorenzo at least for the first few days of filming. So we hope she studied. But I think she's looking to keep going, and she targets Wook. Wook was
he was
just
so
the sweetest.
I think
I
the Roman
loved
Empire is a good
him.
category, Nikki and Angie. I think it's a good category. I would be scared to challenge that.
It is. It's a great category to hang on to. It's going to be one of the more academic categories that gets avoided for a while.
Yeah.
But famous dogs, how do we love that category? I love that category.
It was so good, and I love
Oh.
how they were talking about rescuing dogs.
too.
And Robin said that he just rescued a dog, and I love that about him. Actually, when
Yeah.
I was on the floor, that's what I was playing for. I was playing for my local rescue, so I love that they plugged that. So that's
I
really
know.
cool.
I love that. He's a
Whoa.
big dog promoter.
Nikki, you were playing for the rescue. So if you won the 250,000, it was all going to the rescue.
Not all of it, but we need money to open up our own shelter. And yes, I
That's
100%
pretty cool.
donated to that.
I wish Rob had said, remember to spay and neuter.
Yeah, like
Oh,
Bob Barker.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yes, 100%. That would be awesome. Yeah, I have a rescue
Rob,
dog
if you're
as well.
listening, please help me
Yes.
open a shelter. I love
Rob,
you,
you want to
Rob.
help open a shelter?
As if Rob listens to this.
Right.
But
Yeah, he would die before he
Wouldn't
listened
it
to
be
this.
funny?
No,
if,
totally.
like, that's just like his guilty pleasure, like a dirty little secret.
He
that he's
just
doing
lit-
in.
Listening to us talk about my rando chicks in Australia and my affinity for not watching Ariana Grande, I don't know, man.
And bacon wrapped dung
Turds.
beans. Yeah.
Ugh.
Ugh.
And
Okay,
Nikki
well-
said she would eat one for $100 million. So there's that.
100
She's a
million?
turd
Come
eater.
on, you would too. Be so
Nikki, you're going in my phone as turd eater now.
Oh, baby.
Ooh,
I
baby.
like the sound of that.
Well, so Gigi takes
Welcome
on
to
Wook. Wook is my hero. At this point, I want Wook to take the whole thing. I'm like, Wook, you're adorable.
So
I would be your
cute.
best friend. You're great. This category was great. So many awesome famous dogs. And honestly, I thought Gigi would do a little better. I mean, what are dogs if they're not furry, one name stars?
Oh,
Really?
here's my
I mean,
question for the
that was her
chat.
category.
When Gigi said skip, did
Yeah.
she mean pass or did she mean skip the dog?
She
what-
meant pass, Nikki.
She meant pass because she said skip pass. And Skip
That's
happened to
what
be
I
the dog, so she just
thought.
got lucky. It was kind of a cute, funny
And
moment, actually.
yeah, it was kind of, and she still lost. So that
They
was
did.
fine,
They
but-
didn't show Bingo from the '90s. There's a movie called Bingo that was really good that
Yeah.
they should have showed.
It was so good that it didn't make the cut of.
It didn't.
B-I-N-G-O, B-I-N-G-O, that one?
Yes,
Bingo.
Bingo the dog.
There's a show on that?
Shiloh. There's a movie. Oh,
Yeah,
Shiloh. Never
Shiloh.
heard of Shiloh.
Oh well, what about Old
They
Yeller?
didn't have Homeward Bound.
Oh, that's too.
They didn't show Old Yeller, did they?
didn't
Should have
Old
shown.
Yeller. I mean, I'm sure he was deep in the
Oh.
deck. They just didn't get through all the slides. But
Old
um,
Yeller hurts me.
I loved Wook because he was so lost in the moment. Oh, did you just?
Yeah, I just killed Old Yeller.
That
Dude,
hurts. That was
You're
the
sick.
first book, sad book I read, and I cried for days after it.
Ah.
That's just sick, man. Let's
So
not do
sad.
that.
I'm gonna
Well,
do that to
anyway.
you, Brad.
I thought that Wook was cute.
You might as well take me out to
He was
pasture,
just
Nikki.
cute.
I think I need to.
Next week, this show is hosted by Angie, Nikki, and Tim.
Because
At
Brad
your
would have just-
funeral.
Brad would have just watched Saltburn and isn't getting out of bed for a while.
Wow,
Did you anybody
this-
notice when Wook was having so much fun with the duel that it's like he didn't even it's like not a game. He's just like, Astro comes on, he's like, row, and then he's
Oh
like,
yeah, that was
Astro.
cute.
I was like, dude, you're killing it. Like you're just having a good time. And
I
he
want
won.
to be besties
So
with him.
that's awesome. He did great. Then he decides this was the weirdest thing. Wook, I love you. You're great. And he probably was a little like discombobulated after winning that. At this point, he has a decision to make. There is one duel left. There's 9 duels, 1 left. He's got 1 duel under his belt. And he's like, I'm not going to go after Mark and try to take a stab at this money. Eric, of course, is egging him on, saying, oh, don't do it, you'll lose, blah, blah. People are saying, do it, take the money, take the money. And it looks like he's going back to the floor. He says, Rob, I'm pretty conservative by nature, and I've had a plan all along. And we're all like, okay, he's going back. And he's like, so I'm gonna target Kayla in New Year. And we're like, well, blah, blah, blah.
Huh?
What? That's your move, bro. Now I
Yeah,
know
what
he
was
probably
it?
has a plan, but why? I don't know what's going on there. I would have
Do you think
probably
he
tried
didn't
to
have
take
a
a stab.
chance? I wonder if he thought he just didn't have a chance to get the actual money in that duel. That's my only
No,
thought.
biopics. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not. And that's fine too. Maybe we don't know what he doesn't know. I get that. It just seemed like it was right
But-
there.
Could he challenge Eric? He couldn't have challenged Eric, right?
No, he's way on the other side.
Eric's a douche, right?
I'm not going to say those words. I said he has a lot of bravado. And he does not.
If he's the Regina
Bravo.
George, he's definitely a douche. I mean, let's be real.
I can't. I mean, no, he just has bravado,
He
unearned
does.
bravado.
But if he's the mind, if he's the guy who's controlling everything,
He's the mind flayer of the floor, apparently.
and they handed him
Everybody's
$20,000
mind, everybody's
last night.
scratching their necks, and Eric's all up in their business. He's like flaying their brains. I don't know what's going on, but he's got some mad juju. All I know is Wook takes on Kayla in New Year's Eve, and Kayla wins. And so then ends the day. Did anybody have an issue with any slides in New Year's?
Yeah, Anderson Cooper.
He
How
knows
do you not know Anderson Cooper?
Did you guys watch The Mole way back
Yeah.
when?
Yeah,
Oh,
one
it was so
of the
good.
mole guys is on this season.
What? Oh,
Yeah.
the new mole.
Yeah, the new mole, not the original
New
mole.
mole.
With
Yeah,
Anderson
I'm like
Cooper,
the
new
old
one.
mole.
Yeah, no, the new one. Niche is on this season, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe I can't believe
There
you
he
made Anderson
is.
Cooper. Even if you didn't know that collard greens and black-eyed peas and pomegranates are associated with different New Year celebrations, you still recognize them as food. So that really didn't hold anybody.
Is Black Eyed Peas a New Year's Eve celebration?
Yeah, collards and black-eyed peas is big Southern New Year's tradition.
I'm from the South, and I've never eaten that on New Year's Eve. So go
But
figure.
let me amend that. It is a very large New Year's Eve tradition for people of color. In the
Oh,
South.
okay. I've never eaten that, but I would. Eat
Have you
that.
heard of the grape thing? You eat the
No.
grapes under the table? No?
No.
That's
Eating
it.
grapes
No?
under the table. Is that what your uncle told you? Because that's creepy.
No, you're supposed to
Maybe-
eat grapes under a table and you'll have good luck the next year.
Tim says he applied for that first season. What does he mean? Is he
Of
talking
the
about the
mole?
mole?
The first,
Of
the
the
new
new
mole
season?
reboot. Yeah.
Tim would have been great on the mole.
Oh, for
I wanna
real.
be on the
You'd have a hard
mole.
time reading him. He'd be like,
He's such a likable dude, though.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, everybody would have been drawn to him, and he could just mole them.
yeah,
Mole them. Mole them on over.
Mull him over. Well, that concludes the duels at this point. Honestly, by duel 9, Wook, I don't know. He didn't go for the money. That's fine. He probably had a bigger grand plan. I'm not messing with his play. I think that's great. But they're making Eric out to be a little unlikable at this point. He might just be getting that story arc. I'm wondering how that will play out. I wonder if he will remain that kind of. It was Dion. Let's not forget. Everybody was kind of hating on Dion a little bit last week. The guy wins one duel and collects 40K, and apparently people are afraid of Barbie. And now Eric seems
Wait,
to be
they
the
were
one that
hating
people
on
are
him?
afraid of. I think they were seeing him as being super cocky, and if you saw the way that the trailer, the teaser reel for next week looks, people are talking about Dion like he's got to go. Like where
I did not watch the teaser reel. Nikki, I don't watch teaser reels because they give
Yeah.
away way too much of the
I
episode.
agree. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd rather just wait.
Oh, I like them teasers. They're about as close to a spoiler as Alex.
She
said.
likes them.
I
teasers.
want to. I want to say Renz gave me permission to say this, and I'm going to say this.
Uh-oh.
Ren says Eric is honestly such a great guy.
I believe it.
Definitely got a bad spin and a bad edit. He wrote me a letter of recommendation for my job.
Oh, that's nice.
That's
So Eric got a bad edit.
I get that. I said as much. I'm aware producers tell the story. There's always the show that's filmed and then the show they produce. They're very different
Absolutely.
things. But that's what entertainment's all about, right?
But Angie,
We
did
wouldn't
you
be having
really?
these feelings if they didn't do that? We wouldn't have a conversation if they didn't make them feel a certain way to us, right? I mean, it's part of the
And-
story. Yeah,
Angie, did you really have feelings for your boyfriend on season 2?
it did not. I made lots of boyfriends. I have so many boyfriends from season 2 now. Friends
I
who are
love
boys. Friends who are boys.
I want a lot of boyfriends, Angie. I only made gay guy friends, not boyfriends.
You don't need a boyfriend, Nikki. You're married.
Yeah, you are married. aren't you?
Why not?
You just want straight boy. Well, you're in the theater. How many straight boys are on your cast?
That is a great question. Not many.
You're looking
There's
at all the
not
wrong
gonna be
places.
many, right? I was saying to my friend the other day, I'm like, if I could do it over again, I would get in theater because the odds are the dudes are into dudes and I would be into chicks. So I'd have
Yeah,
I'd have an open avenue to the ladies.
Absolutely. But aren't you married too?
Well, I am, but I'm saying if I was 21, I would get into theater, and
Oh,
or
yeah,
I would
they'd
be a
all
flight
up on
attendant.
that.
You know, that's how I
They'd
met
be
my
all
first
up on
husband.
that.
I was married. I should say first husband because he's my only husband because I'm not remarried, but that's for another day. But we met in a feminist philosophy class.
My
because
gosh.
He was
What?
playing that role. He's like, I am going to go in there and I am going to be like the most misogynistic, like a-hole, chauvinistic, patriarchal, like jerk off white guy, straight white guy in this feminist philosophy class. And slowly, as the semester goes on, I'm going to move into being woke. Now, this is, of course, before woke was the word we would use. But he would start to be like, oh, I hadn't really considered that. Oh, that makes total sense. Oh, yes, that isn't fair. Oh, and he's like, and by the time we get to the middle of the semester, I will have so many women being like, you are just like so like progressive and supportive. And I didn't fall for it.
And
because we
Angie,
were just friends.
this is the man that you chose to marry?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, and you're not married anymore,
And we're
so
divorced,
that makes
yeah.
a lot of sense. Yeah.
Am I redeemable in your eyes because I divorced him? No,
Absolutely.
but the thing is,
and
he
you live
wasn't.
and you learn.
He actually was a rather progressive feminist. He took the class with a front because he also thought he'd get a better A if he came off as kind of somebody that the teacher converted. And then she would feel like she really did a good job teaching the class. He got an A in the class. It was funny as heck to watch him con her. The entire
Mike says so. Angie gets her dates through feminist philosophy and pink mohawks. I love Mike, man. Mike,
Hold on.
Mike
If
is
you
one
can
of my
show
favorite
pictures, I'm
people
gonna
of
show
all
my
time in my
Mohawk picture.
life.
Hold on.
I mean, Mike is amazing.
I'm going to show my Mohawk picture because I just saw you showing pics from the floor. So I'm like, dude, if you can show that, I can show that.
Oh,
Angie, Angie can attest to this. I brag on Mike all the time.
Yeah.
Like Mike is my brother from another mother.
He loves you.
When I'm not on the show, who do I pick to replace me? Mike.
Oh. That's
Mike's the guy, man. He's the guy. Him and Tim. They're like my two replacements that if I'm not on the show, they're going to come on and do it for me.
So when I inevitably kill you,
It's going to be Mike or Tim. Are you ready for that?
Don't say that.
sure.
You're going to murder me. You're going to leave my children fatherless. Thank you, Nikki.
Good
Probably
grief,
for the
guys.
best.
Oh, man. I got to do a funeral tomorrow, by the way.
Oh, no.
I'm officiating a funeral tomorrow. This is going to be a buzzkill, but listeners, you can listen to this. I'm doing a funeral tomorrow, and the kids hate their mom, so they don't even want to show up to the funeral. They're like, I
Oh,
don't
the
even think
mom
we're showing
died?
up.
The mom died?
Yeah, and I've got to officiate it, and they're not even wanting to come.
Are they going to show up?
I don't think so. I think
Woof.
I think half of them aren't going to show up.
Wow. How many kids?
4.
So 2 you think will show up?
I think 1 will show up.
Oh, that's really sad.
But she doesn't want to show up. She's told me, I don't want to show up. I don't like my mom.
Yeah, but you don't want to regret that either.
Yeah, I just think it's really sad. It's made me really sad to think about.
That's
I've been dreading
unfortunate.
doing this funeral tomorrow
Do you
because
know
I'm
these
like,
people
man, they
on a
don't even
personal-
like their mom.
Do you know these people on a personal level, or is this just
No.
like a pastoral obligation?
It's a pastoral obligation. I know the lady that passed away, but I don't know the family.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so that's what I'm going to be doing tomorrow at noon Central Time. You can think about me.
Well, we will pray for their forgiveness.
Yeah, I don't think there's anybody I hate enough in life where I wouldn't show up to their funeral if it was my parents.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, you don't know the backstory, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't know the
I
backstory.
can't fathom that,
But I gotta say, I would come to your funeral, Nikki, and I would come to your funeral, Angie,
Aw,
because I
Fly all the
consider
way
y'all
up to
friends.
Denver.
We really got
Very
dark
sweet.
on here. This is a dark episode now. We're
Yeah,
talking
let's hope
funeral.
I don't die, but I hope
Well-
all things considered, Brett, I'm not gonna shoot you in the head.
Thank you. I
finally
get to live
found
another
it.
week.
You're welcome.
What is this, Angie?
I finally found it. I don't know if it's going to show up though.
What is
Angie,
that?
Can you put it closer?
Is that your boyfriend?
No, that's me.
Is
and
that
my
a wig?
mohawk.
Please tell me that's
That's
a wig.
you?
That's me.
Angie, is that a wig?
No, that's my hair.
I love how I said, "Is that your boyfriend?" And she's like, "No, that's
Angie? Angie girlfriend.
Yeah.
wait."
I was going through my midlife like crisis there.
Wait, Angie.
Okay, I don't need to see that anymore, Angie. Thank you.
Angie,
Thank you
so
much
you're
for
telling me
your
the guy
contribution.
you're with now swiped
Okay.
right on that?
Look, let me tell you, love finds you when you're least expecting it. I was
That is
clearly putting up the message that said I'm not searching for a man right now with that picture.
What were you searching for then? A woman?
I was bullied by my friend into putting and
And that's okay.
yeah. I don't know if Mike saw that. Mike, if you missed it, that's too bad, buddy. I did find it for you. I'll find a picture of us together. But I'll tell you, my friends said, put yourself out there. And I said, no, I'm not ready. And they said, you're never ready. When you think you'll be ready, just see what's out there. I'd been divorced for a while. My daughter had, she's out of diapers at this point, pretty self-sufficient. They were like, you've got a lot of life left to live. Like you should put yourself out there and see. So I was like, fine. And I gave myself a faux hawk and I dyed it purple and pink. And I took a picture and I wrote this like just random off the cuff goofy thing. And he got back to me and just thought it was funny. And he's like, you actually seem like a regular person and you'd be fun to talk to. Fun fact. Okay. I'm a Christian. He's an agnostic. I went through a lot of higher education. He's more of a self-taught entrepreneur. We had very little in common on paper. And he tells me during the first date that he chose me to go out with because he didn't think we had a chance of anything and that it would be like just a good practice date to like get back out there without expectation. And so
Wow.
that night I was like, wow, okay, that's a good woo. I feel very seduced right now by that message. But then I was like, this is great because there was no expectation from either one of us. And then
Right.
everything just clicked and we took our profiles off that night. And I told
I like-
everybody, it's been 12 years. This
I
is
like
so
your
beautiful.
style better now, Angie. I got to be honest. I like your hair better now.
Well, thank you. Although today I was mowing the lawn, so I always forget this is a visual medium to start. But I'll show you.
Angie, you're beautiful.
You
I
are-
really
you are
like
beautiful,
you
Angie.
better than the mohawk.
You're
though.
so
Let's-
nice to
let's keep
me.
it this way.
Yeah.
Guys are so cool. You're so
Contractually, Nikki,
But I'll
we have
tell
to
you
tell her
when you
she's
look
beautiful.
Like shit.
I mean, she tells me, so there's
Well,
that.
Our friend Mike said he used to have a pink beard. So what I really want to do is one of those weird mashups like they do on the Tonight Show where they're like celebrity babies and they have like me with my pink faux hawk and Mike with his pink
There's
beard.
no way Mike had a pink beard. I'm not buying that for one
See what our-
second. There's
see
no
what our
way he had a
kids would
pink
look
beard.
like. My guy's
Photo
name is
evidence
Mike
for
too,
it
by
didn't
the way, so
happen.
that would be kind of weird.
Anyway, what a show, man. This has been
show. We've been all over
Wait.
the map, haven't we? It's been
what
crazy.
Nikki, you missed my rant about Fox, so you have to go back and listen to that. I ranted about Fox for a while.
I'm
I-
sure I know exactly what you said.
Yeah, you did. You know me well enough to know I ranted
I
about
think
Fox. I don't.
I'm reading your mind right now.
I sent Angie the pink beard image on Instagram. Mike had an Instagram pink beard. Oh man, I don't buy that.
Just saying, you did.
I don't
There's
know,
a-
man.
That's me and Mike at the beach.
Wait,
Oh,
that's you and that's you and him?
Yep.
I finally got a visual. Thank you, Angie.
You're welcome. I'll
Hi,
send it
that's
in the text.
adorable.
I've known Angie for almost 2 years and I've never seen her boyfriend. Finally get to see it.
He exists.
Thank you.
Aw.
Thank
He
you,
exists.
everybody, for going
He's not
through
made
my
up in Angie's Delulu mind.
He exists, yeah.
I can appreciate that you all listened to my silly story, but I have a feeling we'll learn a lot more about each other as the season unfolds. And I'm just super grateful for all the floor fans, past, current contestants, and just buddies who spent some of their Thursday night hanging out with us in the chat. It was really fun to riff off of you and to feel like you're also in the room with us. So thanks for joining. And Nikki, I'm so glad you were able to get here in the end, and I wish you the best of luck. I think break a leg is the
Yes,
the
ma'am.
proper
Can you say that?
iconic saying.
Thank you,
So
Angie.
What if she
Yeah.
really breaks a leg, Angie? What if she really breaks a leg?
well, all I
almost
know is
did
that's what
during
I'm
the
supposed to
audition.
say.
After the audition for the show, I fell down a flight of stairs and I still
Oh.
got cast. So,
Oh my god.
What, Angie?
but I
Angie,
didn't break my leg. I
Yeah.
was close.
we've talked about bacon wrapped turds. What if Nikki breaks wind while filming,
Oh,
while
no.
recording the Footloose.
I mean, it's a musical. I mean, that's the whole
You'll
point.
never
It'll
know.
be covered.
We'll
be
never
covered in
know.
Netflix.
They're like, what if Nikki's known as the farter on set? And they're like, oh man, here she comes. She's gonna rip one
girl,
on us.
She just farts.
Well,
all
on
the
that
time.
note, should we call it a night?
We should. Thank you guys for being in the chat. We appreciate it. Come back next week, Thursday nights at 9. We talk all things Floor and Angie's boyfriend.
Yeah, apparently. Okay. Thanks, everybody.
We love